The tasks that firefighters undertake are demanding and require a good level of cardiovascular fitness, also known as aerobic fitness. Aerobic fitness is measured by VO2, given a reading of how many litres of oxygen the body can use per kilogram of body weight per minute. All Nottinghamshire Fire and Rescue operational firefighters undertake an annual fitness test to the national standard VO2 level of 42.3. Comprehensive gym facilities are provided on all stations to support firefighters to develop and maintain their fitness. During the recruitment process, candidates will attend a job-related test day, which will begin by completing the 20-metre multi-stage shuttle run test, known as the bleep test. The bleep test is designed to measure aerobic fitness and involves continuous running between two lines 20 metres apart to a recorded bleep. The required standard to pass the bleep test is 8.7, which is the equivalent to the VO2 aerobic measure of 42.3.
Hi, I'm Charlotte Hashim, the Service Fitness Advisor. This video will focus on the key components you're encouraged to consider when training to progress your cardiovascular fitness. Tips on how to prepare for the 20-metre bleep test will also be discussed, along with videos demonstrating the progression of speed at various stages throughout the test. We will begin by looking at how to progress cardiovascular fitness. Whatever your current fitness level, there are principles you can apply to your training to ensure you progress smartly and, most importantly, reduce your risk of injury.
The following principles will be discussed that you can apply to your cardiovascular training: frequency, intensity, session duration, mode of training, progression, and rest and recovery. In general, to progress your fitness, recommendations of 3 to 5 cardiovascular training sessions per week would be advisable. However, if you are new to cardiovascular training, start off gradually, focusing on 3 regular sessions per week. As you develop and over a period of time, you can progress to 4 or 5 sessions per week. Monitoring the intensity of your sessions is important. For example, if you are training to improve your fitness, you need to know you are working hard enough to progress and achieve your desired goal. There are various tools that you can use to monitor the intensity of your training sessions. The rate of perceived exertion, or RPE scale, is one method which predicts the intensity of exercise based on your perception of how it feels. The column on the left shows a scale from 6 to 20, known as the Borg scale. The Borg scale correlates with the heart rate and the percentage effort of your maximum heart rate, which is shown in the right-hand column. For example, if you were working to an intensity that was hard or heavy, it would be 15 on the Borg scale at an intensity of 80% of your heart rate max. The modified version, which may be a preferred method, is the category ratio 1 to 10 scale. 1 would be at complete rest. At around 5 out of 10, you should still be able to talk, you may feel a little sweatier, and you will feel your heart rate increasing, but you will be comfortable. After 5 out of 10, the intensity moves up to the vigorous zone, with 10 being extremely hard, 100% effort. Light activity is around 50 to 60% of your heart rate max. Moderate intensity will be around 60 to 70% effort and is the fat burning zone. 70 to 80% is the aerobic endurance zone and is described as somewhat hard to hard. As exercise intensity continues to progress above 80% of the maximum heart rate, the body will begin to move to an anaerobic state, no longer using oxygen to fuel the muscles, moving up to 10 out of 10 VO2 maximum. The percentage effort discussed can be monitored using a heart rate monitor, which is a useful way to see if your perception of intensity matches up with how your heart rate is responding. To set up your training zone, you can use the equation displayed, which takes into account your age and your resting heart rate. To do this, you need to take a resting heart rate reading for 60 seconds, ideally in the morning when you are resting. Select your heart rate percentage zone, deduct your age from 220, then deduct your resting heart rate. Multiply this figure with the intensity desired, such as 60%, Then add back on your resting heart rate. Do the same for both of your zones, and then you have your set training zones to track alongside the RPE scale. The duration of session will depend on the type of session, based on the intensity. They are interlinked. Before any session, ensure you warm up thoroughly to prepare the body for the exercise ahead, increasing circulation and warming up the muscles and joints without causing fatigue. A 5-minute brisk warm-up is ideal, although increase the length of the warm-up if the environment is cold. Steady state sessions are longer and slower and are great for building endurance. The duration is usually 30 minutes plus, at around 70% of your target heart rate, RPE 13. These are great sessions for you to include in your training if you are a beginner. Focus on maintaining a continuous pace. If you feel yourself going above the required intensity, take an active recovery by walking or slowing down, and once you have recovered, increase the intensity back up again. Once your body is used to continuous steady state sessions, you are ready to introduce paced tempo sessions. These are higher intensity, shorter sessions that are great for increasing aerobic capacity and progressing lactate threshold, giving your body the ability to continue when the intensity is harder and you begin to fatigue. After the warm-up, begin with one 20-minute session per week, aiming for 80% target heart rate or RPE of 15. Either maintain a continuous pace or interval between 60% and 80%. Fartlek sessions are high-intensity sessions that are also great for progressing fitness, also helping to increase your body's ability to continue when the intensity gets harder. For example, if you struggle with the later stages in the bleep test, fartlek training will also help your body to stay aerobic for longer, giving you the ability to power on and continue. Begin with 20-minute fartlek sessions with an interval approach from 70% to 85 or 90% of your target heart rate, so 13 to 18 on the RPE scale. Following a warm-up, increase your intensity to very hard. Once you can no longer maintain this level, lower the intensity to take a recovery, and once you are ready, repeat the cycle. When selecting the mode of training, running, cycling, swimming, cross-training, choose activities that you enjoy, as this will help you to stick to your training programme. However, be mindful that if you are preparing for job-related testing, you will need to be ready for the bleep test, so running needs to be part of your training programme. Vary up the mode. As long as you apply the intensity to your training and overload sufficiently, you will get the desired progression of fitness. So you could complete some of your fartlek sessions on a bike. This would be a smart way to reduce the stress from your joints, reducing your risk of injury. If you are new to consistent cardiovascular training, starting off with 3 steady state sessions per week would be advisable. After a few weeks, gradually progress by changing one session to a paced tempo. Then a few weeks later, you can add on an additional steady state per week. Eventually, you may be completing 2 steady state sessions per week, 1 or 2 paced tempo sessions and a fartlek session. However, take your time to increase to this intensity and frequency, allowing your body time to adapt to the demand. Taking time and listening to your body will help you to progress at the right rate for you, reducing your risk of injury. Progression should be gradual, with appropriate recovery time. General advice recommends exercise frequency, intensity or duration should not increase more than 10% each week. You may reduce frequency short term to avoid risking too much overload, allowing your body to adapt during intensity increase. To improve your cardiovascular fitness, it is important to be exercising regularly at an intensity that overloads the body sufficiently to cause fitness gain. Too much training can lead to injury, whereas not sufficient training or overload will not elicit gains required to improve. Make sure you take time to warm up and cool down properly, including post stretches after each session. As a general guide, an individual could expect to see a 10 to 15% gain in cardiovascular fitness following a 12-week period of regular exercise. However, it is important to note that this depends on various individual factors such as exercise history, age and training intensity. Tracking your training and keeping a record will help you to monitor your progression. Track the detail of the session, such as duration, training zone, session type and the mode. Record additional information which will help you to track key information that may influence performance, such as how the session felt, likes, dislikes, sleep patterns, illness, stress and life events. If you see a change in your performance, then this information may help you to identify patterns so you can highlight any issues or situations that may have an impact. As already discussed earlier in the video, the 20-metre multi-stage shuttle run test is progressive, with the bleep and pace getting quicker at each level. You will be required to keep up with the bleep, turning when signalled by the recording. You will need to get a foot on or over the line in time with the bleep. Level 1 begins at 8 km per hour, progressing at around each minute to level 8, which is at a speed of 12 km per hour. Make sure you have the correct audio, as there are various fitness tests such as a 15-metre bleep test. Apps are available for download. Practice your turns, touching the line with one foot, turning and pushing back off. Switch your lead leg on the turns if you can, to reduce stress through the joints. If you need to stop when practicing, that's fine. Take a quick recovery and join back in so you can get used to the increased speed. Track your progress. It would be recommended that every 4 weeks you have a go at the fitness test to monitor your progression. The firefighter recruitment fitness guidance includes fitness self-assessments at regular intervals in the programme. Use a firm surface is advisable, such as tarmac, a football court or a sports hall. Shuttle run practice sessions are also recommended to include in your programme and are introduced on a fortnightly basis from week 6 in the 12-week programme. These sessions are designed to get you used to stopping, turning and running at various speeds. They are best carried out on a softer surface to reduce the risk of stress to your joints. The bleep test audio is not used during this session. In just a moment, you will see some video clips demonstrating the progression of speed at various stages throughout the 20-metre bleep test. In summary, this video should have shared with you the tips we recommend you consider when developing your cardiovascular training, including be progressive. The body takes time to adapt, so progress gradually. Follow the guidance. Vary the mode. Listen to your body. If you need an additional rest day, that's fine. Track your sessions. Challenge the intensity, so does it feel hard enough or could you push harder? And commit to your training. If you are consistent and stick to your plan, then you will progress to achieve your goal. The next video clips demonstrate the progressive nature of the 20-metre bleep test.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Start level 1, 1. Level 1, 2. Level 1, 3. Level 1,